In order to become enlightened, I'll be very specific for you. I don't want you cultivators to be misled or be confused about this. After you reach fourth stage Arhat, how do you go from fourth stage Arhat to 1G, first crown Bodhisattva? This is actually stressed in the Avatamsaka teaching. After 4A, that's when you start doing the contemplation. If you do this contemplation prematurely, it's not going to work. In that sutra, it says very clearly that from 4A to 1G and higher, you need to do the 3 contemplations. The 3 contemplations are, number 1, you contemplate the true or the primary truth, the truth of emptiness. After you reach 4A or higher, if you want to go higher, you have to go through this process of the 3 contemplations. Contemplations of the true, the ultimate truth of the universe. This is the truth that applies to everywhere you go, to everyone, to everything. The ultimate truth is that the truth of emptiness, that everything is empty. Ultimately, everything is empty. We're empty. The world is empty. Everything, every single thing is empty. That's the ultimate truth. Meaning that you should not be attached to anything. If you realize that everything is empty, then you have no more attachments. Well, how could you possibly attach to emptiness, to empty space? What's there to attach to? The people of great wisdom, enlightened people, realize this truth, that everything is empty, therefore, when necessary, they're able to let go. And that's the difference between them and us. They're enlightened, therefore, they can let go of anything and everything when they choose to. So that's the first truth that you learn to contemplate and realize. And after you've done that, then what happens to you? You basically are useless. Because you don't want to do anything. You say, oh, I'm empty. Cordelia is empty. DTT is empty. So why bother? So that's why, that's a problem. Then what the Buddha would create from his teaching is a bunch of monsters who are totally useless. So that's why the Buddha said, no, you're not done yet. It's not. You're not quite ready yet. So just 1 minute. So he taught the second truth. He said, after you succeeded in contemplating the true, or once you're able to let go of everything, your mother, your father, your daughter, okay? Then you need to learn to contemplate the mundane. The mundane is that you look at the world, look at everything. You look at your mother, you look at your father, look at your sister, you look at your son, and you accept them. You don't reject them. You don't run away from them. You appreciate them. You learn to appreciate others. So that's a very important truth. Otherwise, you cannot live in the world. There's no point in you coming to the world. You don't appreciate the world. There's no point in you doing it. You don't appreciate it. Appreciate life, appreciate your marriage, appreciate your job, appreciate everything. That's the contemplation of the mundane. What you see may not be important to you, but it's important to someone else, especially those who cannot contemplate the ultimate truth like you, right? Even if you can see that everything's empty, but the person you really care for cannot see it. How can you possibly ignore that? So you learn to embrace others, embrace differences, embrace who they are, instead of rejecting them as empty. If you are able to contemplate everything is empty, it's so easy to reject and condemn everyone else. Isn't it? There's no wisdom in there. The Buddha says, now you're able to let go for yourself. You have to look at how others are not able to let go themselves. That's the truth of the world. That's why it's called mundane contemplation. Otherwise, there's no point in going to work anymore. No point in cooking anymore. No point in having children anymore. Once you accomplish, when you finish with not rejecting the world anymore, whether they like you, you don't reject them. Whether they hate you, you don't reject them. Maybe you get a little bit angry, but you don't reject them. When they disagree with you, you don't reject them. After you accomplish that contemplation, then you contemplate the middle. Because the first contemplation of the truth, it leans towards dropping everything. The next contemplation of the mundane makes you attached to everything. I say, I can't let go. This is normal. So the middle contemplation is that you contemplate it to be both. Middle is not in the middle here. Middle is that both of them are true at the same time. If you're able to do that, then you'll be certified to be enlightened. So Buddhism is very precise. You're certified to be 1G, 2G, 3G, and so forth, because you're able to see the middle truth.
Emituofo, 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 Emituofo,